We know the regular season's winding down, right? Well, the MVP race continues to get a little tighter and tighter. Monday, Embiid was the favorite at minus 200. Entering yesterday's game, Jokic and Embiid shared the shortest odds. Now Jokic is minus 140, the favorite to win. Giannis, by the way, a distant plus 1,000 to win. On top of that, let's talk about the full squad because the Bucks have won 11 of their last 14 games. They're only a half game out of the East. But yet I feel as if we keep trying to make someone else the best player in the league and someone else the favorite to win it all. Sinead, let me start with you. Why does it seem there's so little belief in Giannis and the Bucks?
I think that the Bucks are exactly where they want to be, flying under the radar as a defending champion team. And my goodness, let's talk about his performance against one person that was, for the large point of the season, Joel Embiid, the front runner for MVP. What did he do? Smart of you, Giannis, to get busy when he was on the bench. That's what we all do in hoops. But 16 for 24 from the field, very efficient, 1 for 3 from 3, got the win, 4 out of their 5 starters in double figures. This is just Bucks basketball, and it's led by Giannis. One thing I love about his game is he does not take any game for granted. He shows up every possession and plays hard. He's the quintessential example of what you want in a leader in the face of a franchise. And yes, the dad jokes are funny. So I think that the Bucks, they're a team that quietly could, run it back and win a championship behind their nice core and Giannis's leadership.
Perk?
You know, I think we're starting to get bored with Giannis like we did LeBron James. And we're taking him for granted. I mean, when you look at his stats and you look at what he does throughout the course of the season, we talk about a guy that could go out there and get you 40 and 17, 6 assists, and, a key block towards the end of the game. And here we are, we're still talking about the others, right?
Yeah.
This is a guy that we actually could put in the MVP conversation every single year, who actually could win the MVP every single year. But this is the thing that I want to ask you guys. What else do Giannis has to prove, right? But the way he's playing, he seems like he has to prove everything to the world. He's playing like he's trying to win his first championship. He's playing like he's trying to win his first MVP.
Maybe he feels that way because the question we just asked and where he stands in the MVP race. Because, Mike, you've covered this league for a long time, and you know as well as anyone that you have a former MVP, a dude coming off a finals MVP performance that was record-breaking on a team that won the championship. There's no way in hell that same dude would get so much disrespect that Giannis is getting right now.
Glamour or lack of. That's
okay.
what we're talking about. We're talking about Milwaukee. I mean, if Giannis was playing somewhere else, remember how people thought he was going to leave.
Yeah.
People were just waiting for him to announce he's going to leave. He comes out and says, I'm staying right here. At least for now, for this next contract, I'm going to be here. And I think that is a big reason why people are looking at Milwaukee saying, I don't know if I really believe them. And to Perk's point, we look at the next shiny thing, right? I mean, Embiid's been close, but he's had those crushing losses in the playoffs, particularly the one in Toronto. And so now we're looking at Embiid, and I will say, I have a ballot. If I had to vote today, right now, today, I would vote Embiid first, but I might go Giannis second. I'm not giving my MVP vote to anybody whose team is in the play-in, which is a danger right now for Joker. Right? I mean, he could still wind up in the play-in. You can't be an MVP. I know it wouldn't be his fault. He's missing his second and third best players all or most of the season. But back specifically to Giannis, I think this is, like Sinead said, exactly where they want to be. They are more comfortable operating. What did they do last year? They were always in the shadows last year.
Because the 2 times they had the number 1 seed, they didn't make the finals.
They didn't make it. And losing to Toronto was very difficult for them. I think it's easier for them to deal with this way emotionally.
And also when it comes to the MVP conversation, I think Giannis has shown his vulnerabilities publicly when it comes to his game, whereas Joel Embiid maybe not so much, because we talked about how Joel Embiid knocks down the 3 and can go in between the legs and can finish at the rim and has that post-up like Hakeem. Like, we talk about his game like it's complete. With Giannis, a lot of his knocks before he won the championship was that, all right, he needs to get a 3, or, they're creating a wall on the free throw line, and that's how they're scouting him. Well, he still won. And so it's still working, even though he's still trying to develop. And I think that's the best thing about Giannis. He's able to always say, all right, what am I going to do to get better? And even though, better has already, got you multiple MVPs, I think you're right. It is kind of like that LeBron fatigue factor.
But guess what? The international players are alive and well. Just think about it. We just talked about Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. And so when you think about it, the international...
Barely mentioned Luka.
Yeah, we barely mentioned Luka. Said this yesterday on NBA Today. The international players are slowly taking taken over the game of basketball. Like when you just think about all the MVPs over the past 3 years, the Defensive Player of the Year awards, and the way that they're dominating right now, just the numbers. Just look at Jokic's numbers night in and night out. Go look at Embiid numbers night in and night out. Go look at Giannis numbers night in and night out. They're like, it's too easy for them. We're talking about that. Luka had what? 35, 12, and 12 yesterday. Yeah. I know it was against the Lakers. I probably could get 35, 12, and 12.
But you know, Perk, you
got to qualify.
4 out of the 5 spots for a first-team All-NBA could very well be international players, which is why every year I keep screaming, can we have an all-star game that means something and play U.S. against the rest of the world? Ooh. And people would originally say, oh, it's not deep enough, the rest of the world. What?
But right. you know why? You know why? It's because we have a commissioner in Adam Silver that has democratized the game of basketball. I'm someone that has been to Nigeria, has been to South Africa, has been to Kenya, and Rwanda, all through NBA-affiliated things. You know, Asia, we've seen it. Europe, we've seen it. We have a commissioner that has prioritized, all right, you know, everyone knows the international sport is football. All it takes is a ball to kick it around. Well, now they're building courts. You have to mention Masai Ujiri and all the efforts he's done. Mm-hmm. So I think we have a commissioner, NBA Africa, exactly. You have a commissioner that has democratized the game of basketball, made it more accessible, and that's why you're seeing so many MVPs possibly infiltrate the league, rightfully so.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.